What's up guys, and welcome to Black Ops 4 Expectations episode number 1. Yes dudes, that's right, we are back with the Expectations series that we covered during Black Ops 3. If you guys remember back, we did Revelations Expectations, where every single week leading up to the release of Revelations DLC 4, we took your suggestions on Twitter, put them into a video here on YouTube, so we can all have a massive conversation about what we would love to see inside of Revelations, and that is exactly what we are doing today with Black Ops 4. So if you guys are hyped about Black Ops 4 and excited to hear some of the ideas that the community has, make sure you absolutely smash that like button. We have got to aim for 2,115 likes in this video. I know you guys can do it. Subscribe if you are brand new to become the latest member of the Pizza Club. And without further ado, let's jump into Black Ops 4 Expectations episode number 1. So yesterday I sent a tweet out to everyone that follows me on Twitter, and I'm going to be doing this every single week with this series, so make sure you definitely follow me over on Twitter at CodeNamePizza. But I sent out this tweet saying, reply to this tweet with what you would like to see in Black Ops 4 Zombies. You could reply with a specific weapon, ability, storyline, map, or anything else that you want. And then you could be in tomorrow's video. So everyone inside of this video are people that commented on that reply. Now, if you want to be featured in next week's episode of Black Ops 4 Expectations, all you've got to do is follow me over on Twitter, wait for that post to go up, or leave a comment in the comment section below right now on YouTube, and I'll pick 50% from Twitter and 50% from YouTube for next week's episode. But let's see what some of you guys had to say. So the first really cool comment that we got sent in was from Mitch, and Mitch said, I'd like to see a zombies equivalent of the dark matter camo. So unlock all camos on each gun in Zombies, and you'll be awarded with a special animated camo. Also, animated camos for finishing the Easter egg, as more multiplayer players would then play Zombies to get those camos. Now, I totally agree with everything that Mitch has said inside of this comment right here. I didn't find it fair at all that you could grind for days on multiplayer and finally unlock the dark matter camo that honestly looked really cool. And of course, you could put it on in Zombies as well, but for the people out there that grinded Zombies as much as this, never got any reward. The closest thing we actually got to the reward was getting the red hex camo from completing every challenge on Black Ops 3, but that only took me a matter of weeks to actually complete. But then we had the entire year where we didn't get any other special camos that we could unlock inside of Zombies. Now, obviously, we did get additions inside of the weapons kit and inside of supply drops where we could unlock the Der Eisendrache camos from Der Eisendrache, and also unlock the camos from Zetsubo no Shima and Gorod Krovi in Revelations, and even Shadows of Evil's Ritual camo was inside of supply drops as well in multiplayer, and even the Giants as well with the etching camo. But that doesn't make up for the fact that we didn't end up having one of our own. All this goes straight into supply drops, which means you even have to pay for that. There should have been a reward from the start that was super cool, like the dark matter camo, but for Zombies. Now, one of the things that I would love to see return inside of Black Ops 4 Zombies would be the Afterlife Camo from Black Ops 2. If you guys never remembered this was on multiplayer, but this was a blue variant of the Mob of the Dead camo or the Shadows of Evil camo that we see when we pack-a-punch weapons on those maps. It looked super nice, and I hope this might be the reward that we get from a Dark Matter Challenge camo inside of Black Ops 4 after we complete a load of challenges. So yeah, Mitch, I love your idea right there. More unlockables, more special things that you can actually get rewarded from Zombies, kind of like what we saw in World War II Zombies. I'm not a big fan of World War II, but they definitely implemented some good ideas by giving away free camos from finding certain Easter eggs. Very cool idea, and hopefully Treyarch will follow suit with this idea as well. But let's jump straight onto the next comment that we ended up getting, which was being sent in by It's Red Fusions, and he simply puts new perks. Now, this is a really interesting one, because if we look back all the way to Black Ops 2, a new perk was kind of a staple of a map, right? We got Transit, which gave us Tombstone Soda. The next map to release was, of course, Die Rise, which gave us Who's Who. And then, of course, after that, we ended up getting Mob of the Dead, which gave us Electric Cherry. After that, we got Buried, which gave us Vulture Raid. And after that, we ended up getting Origins, where we didn't actually get a new perk, but we, in fact, got a new perk system, aka the Wonder Fizz machine, where you can basically go and spin, and you'll get given a random perk, kind of like the mystery box. So definitely back in the day, a new perk would be the staple of the map. I remember waking up on the DLC releases and thinking, yo, I've got to try out the new perk. Let's go and see what it does. And then inside of Black Ops 3, we hit a brick wall. Shadows of Evil was the first map. We got a new perk, which is of course Widow's Wine, which I might say might be the best perk inside of zombies ever. It was so overpowered, very, very good to use inside of games. But then after that, we didn't get any new perks throughout the whole of the life cycle of Black Ops 3. The closest thing we ended up getting was the purple perks inside of Revelations, which basically allowed you to use stamina up, but get double stamina up, so you had more stamina. And the same with Juggernog, where you would get a purple Juggernog, but then have the ability to actually have more health, or one extra hit. But we hit that brick wall in Black Ops 3, because honestly, there's not a lot of other ideas that you can come up with. I would love you guys to try and come up with a perk right now that would actually work inside of zombies and not be so game-breaking that it would actually break the game. And also something that would be good enough to actually spend points on inside of a map instead of buying something like Juggernog, Speed Cola, or Quick Revive. Leave your ideas inside the comment section right now, and I will definitely feature a bunch of your guys' perks in the next week's episode of Expectations. But leading on from that, the only other thing that I could possibly say with this perk is if we do get a brand new perk inside of Black Ops 4 Zombies, I hope that it's a white perk. The only color of perk that we are missing is a white perk, and it would look so nice if you were doing a rainbow perk challenge. So you start off with Deadshot Daiquiri on the end, which is of course black, and then you make your way through the rainbow and finish on the other end, which would be white, this brand new perk. I think it would look super cool. So there you go. It's Red Fusions. I totally agree with you, man. New perks would be awesome. I just don't know what you could actually put into the game that we don't already have that wouldn't be either game breaking or pointless. But definitely leave your suggestions inside of the comment section right now. And the next comment that we've been sent in today has been sent in by Alfie Kenner, and he says elemental shields. Now this is actually a really clever idea and something that I hope that we end up getting. Of course, inside of zombies, elemental weapons are a staple, right? Our first real elementals that we ended up seeing inside of Treyarch zombies was, of course, the staffs on Origins. Everyone loves them. Everyone knows what they do. Ice staff, wind staff, fire staff, and, of course, lightning staff as well. And then after that, inside of Black Ops 3, we, of course, got the bows inside of the Eisendrache, where we got the Storm Bow, the Fire Bow, the Wolf Bow, and, of course, the Void Bow. Everyone loves those maps. And if you take Mob of the Dead out of all of this, I would say Origins and also the Eisendrache are probably people's favorite two maps. And I'm not saying that's just because of the elemental features, but it definitely helps. Now, with the way that the progression of shields are going inside of zombies, I would not be surprised at all if we ended up getting elemental shields in the future. Of course, shields began in Transit, where we had a very basic shield, and then we got Mob of the Dead, once again, another basic shield, but honestly, probably my favorite design out of all of them. And then after that, another very basic shield with Origins. Jumping over to Black Ops 3, we had Shadows of Evil and the Eisendrache shield with the rocket boost on the back, which was really cool and definitely a great way how to make a shield an actual weapon inside of zombies as well. And then they went a little bit backwards with the Zetsubo no Shima shield, which didn't really have anything special about it. And then we got the ultimate shield that we've ever had inside of Gorod Krovi and of course Revelations with the Dragon Shield, a shield that we could physically fire a flame out of and kill zombies. It was the coolest thing, and of course inside of Gorod Krovi we even have the opportunity to upgrade that shield as well, making it really powerful and no doubt a weapon that you need inside of that map. But where do they go from here? How do you upgrade it even further? Well, of course, elemental shields. Could you imagine that there was a way how to upgrade a shield inside of a map that gave you ice, fire, wind, and lightning on the actual shield itself? It might even be very similar to the way that we get the 1-inch punch on Origins at the end of the Easter egg, where whatever staff you are holding, you get that elemental feature on your punch. It'd be so cool if we got that inside of Black Ops 4, and even on every single map. That would be very cool. I'm hoping for that. So big shout out to you, Alfie, for sending that one in. I really like that comment a lot, my dude. But let's jump straight on to the next one of today's show right now as well, which is being sent in by Ebril Fatia. And they say, would love to see some sort of friend-to-friend point donation system. Maybe not the bank from previous maps, but something like IW or World War II Zombies. Now, I don't know how I feel about this one. I'm going to let you guys decide inside the comment section. Let me know. Just put bank yes or bank no. Now, personally for me, I never want a bank like we had inside of Black Ops 2 ever again inside of Zombies. It was way too overpowered, and the fact that it changed from game to game meant that you could play a full game of Zombies, put all your points into the bank, max it out, and then join another game and instantly complete the Easter egg on round 1 with those points, allowing you to get all perks, weapons, and anything else you needed on round 1. It made it way too easy, and I hope we never see that feature again. Then we had IW, who introduced a bank system into their maps, but also inside of those maps, you couldn't actually exit the game, join another game, and have those points. It was only for the game that you were in. which made it a lot fairer, but it also wasn't perfect. It meant that you had to go over to a bank in a game, and that's not what I want. But then we got the World War II system, which is easily the best system that we've seen of point sharing inside of Zombies ever, which is basically where you can drop jolts whenever you want and share the points among your friends. Now, in my personal opinion, I think I wouldn't like any of these. I think I'd prefer it just to be standard Black Ops 3 type stuff, where you don't get any points from anyone, and you've got to try and survive with what you've got, and you've got to do tricks like downing your friend, reviving him to get some sort of points. I just think it's a little bit fairer to not have any at all, but definitely join in with the discussion inside of the comment section, and let me know what you guys think about a bank or some kind of point sharing system inside of Black Ops 4 Zombies. That was definitely a really cool topic to jump on right there as well. But let's jump straight onto our next one right now, which has been sent in by Joey OW Player, and he says, I would love to see some more remastered maps. Now, I feel like this is what everyone is talking about right now. Are we going to end up getting remastered maps inside of Black Ops 4? Now, of course, inside of Black Ops 3, we ended up getting Zombie Chronicles at the end of the actual life cycle. And inside of that Zombie Chronicles, we ended up getting Ascension, Kino to Toten, Moon, Nectar and Toten, Origins, Shangri-La, Shino Numa, Verrupt, and of course, at the start of the season, if you did have the extra edition of the game, you would end up getting the Giants as well. Which means right now, without talking about Dead Ops Arcade, because hopefully there will be a Dead Ops Arcade 3 inside of Black Ops 4, we currently have 6 zombie maps left from the old gen consoles to remaster, which could mean Zombie Chronicles 2, which I think a lot of people would enjoy, but this is the way that I'm gonna break this down for you guys right here, and let me know inside the comments what you think of this idea. So my idea is that the game releases October 12th, and on October 12th, if you have the collector's edition of the game, you will of course get the brand new map, which is on disc, and you'll also get Mob of the Dead remastered from the collector's edition on October 12th. Now, of course, October 12th means that it's releasing a month earlier than previous years, which means there's an extra month and more time to have an extra DLC in our DLC season, which means that I think there's now going to be 5 DLCs, and with every single DLC that we receive, like DLC 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5, we'll then receive a bonus map with that. So let's say, for instance, we get DLC 1, you would then get a Transit remastered with that map. Then DLC 2, Die Rise remastered, DLC 3, Call of the Dead remastered, DLC 4, Buried remastered, and DLC 5 remastered. Which means there's no more remastered maps that we could possibly get. The cycle of the game lives on longer, and we end up getting 2 maps with every single DLC drop, which means more stuff for the money that you're putting into the game. I think this is by far the best suggestion that I've heard so far, but let me know what you guys prefer more. Do you like the idea of getting Zombie Chronicles 2, where at the end of the DLC season, when everything's finished with Black Ops 4, we then end up getting a drop where it gives us every single map that we haven't already had remastered? Or do you like my idea where there's 5 DLCs in the DLC season, and throughout that DLC season, every single new map that drops, we get a bonus remastered map with that? Let me know what you guys prefer inside the comment section below right now. But let's jump straight on to the next comment of today's show right now as well, which is being sent in by Cole Stewart Miller. And he says, I think they should add back the Gobble Gums because that was a massive part of Black Ops 3. And I don't think they are just going to throw away that idea. Now, I totally agree with you, Cole. Honestly, if Gobble Gums don't come back, I'm going to be pretty upset because they are the major thing inside of my big series, Myth-Busting Mondays, and I know you guys enjoy watching those videos, so if Gobble Gums don't come back, I'll be very, very upset. But at the same time, if Gobble Gums don't come back, that means they've got to replace Gobble Gums with something else that are pay to win. So you guys know that the whole new craze over the past 4 years is where they add supply drops or they add liquid diviniums to a game so they can generate more money off sales. Now, this isn't Treyarch's tactic. Treyarch make the game. This is Activision's tactic, because Activision are the big money makers that publish the game. They want to generate as much money as possible because this is their business at the end of the day. Just because we're having fun doesn't mean that it's not a business, and they still need to earn money. Now, how do they earn money at the minute? They make us buy liquid divinium to turn into Gobble Gums, and if they remove Gobble Gums, they need to add something very, very similar back into the game. So anyone out there that's complaining that they need to remove Gobble Gums, just think about this. It could be 100 times worse. They might just be making us pay for other things things inside of the map, like perks. Just think about that for a second. So hopefully Gobble Gums do come back, and hopefully there's killing time in there as well, because you guys know I really like killing time. And let's jump straight on to the final comment of today's show right now, which has been sent in by Warren Dodd, and he says, support from Treyarch over a couple of years, such as updates to the zombie maps over time, and some pizza emojis right there as well, which I like. Now, I totally agree with Warren here. Hopefully we do get some kind of support from Treyarch over at least a year or 2 years inside of Black Ops 4. Now, I hate to say it for you guys out there that don't like this game, but at the minute there is one company that are absolutely smashing this whole support system, and that is Epic Games with Fortnite. On Fortnite, every single week, you get a brand new thing added to the game, whether it be a weapon, whether it be a game mode. There's always something new every single Tuesday, and that is what they should do inside of Black Ops 4. Imagine the hype in the community if every single Tuesday, you either get a brand new Easter egg added, a new perks dropped inside of a map, a new Gobble Gum is added, a new weapon. The amount of possibilities inside of that game that's already there is unbelievable. It would definitely mean a lot more content for you guys to play, a lot more content for us content creators to stream and make videos about, and all in all, it's a win-win situation. But there you go. That was Black Ops 4 Zombies Expectations episode number 1. I hope you guys enjoyed this episode, and if you did, of course, smash that like button right now, because we will be aiming for 2,115 likes. And also make sure you subscribe to the channel if you are brand new to become the latest member of the Pizza Club, and remember to leave your comments for next week's episode inside of the comment section right now if you would like to be featured. And I will see you guys in the next video or the next live stream. Thank you for watching, and peace out.